course he has.
So did you have it when you had to use it?
The one that he asked and you guys said no, he either took it that day without me knowing or took it a different day without me knowing.
But I thought you were watching it.
I was watching it. That day, I don't think he took it that day.
Oh. When he came back in one of them other times.
It must have been because it wasn't when I was in the room, because I would have stopped him. Because I like that. There's a shit ton of movies in there that I want to go watch, and I want to go put one in, and there's no DVD for it. So I have to go get that back from my ex. This shit's crazy. That nigga is wild. He's threatening to call the cops on me. He is such a pussy, bro. Such a pussy. I thought he was gonna beat my ass, guys. Remember?
No, it's not gonna happen.
I thought that he was gonna beat my ass and that he was worried about me.
What?
I know I'm supposed to do that.
But what?
You keep saying that shit.
What is front in it?
Hey, fuck it. Too late now. Ain't nothing we can do about it. I'll go.
Okay, so basically, he's popping off at the mouth, right?
He's popping off at the mouth now that he doesn't live next door anymore and I can't go.
Then you should clean it. Sorry.
He's
Yeah.
one of them white people. He'll pop off when he's safe. And he knows that you can't get to him. He's one of them.
Oh, there's a lot of
He
them.
knows he's not tough and he knows he's not about it. He knows he's not about it. Nigga said, I said, your brother himself told me he wasn't Peru. And he was like, well, he told me he wasn't. I was like, you're jazzing because I texted him from your account about it. And he said, because I texted him from Danny's account and I said, was you ever blood? He said, I was never Pyro, MOB, blood, sex, money, murder, none of it. He stated all of the blood sets to make sure that I knew. So, obviously, it's been a word that he's heard Danny people tell before because he's been pretty mad about it. But you can't go around telling people that because people like me will go and check them, and if they don't come through, they get their ass whooped, and it would be your fault because you told somebody that they were faking it.
Yeah.
Like, does he not realize that?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then I was looking on his fucking page, and he started Xing out his C's and replacing them with K's. So this kid Jensen commented on there, and it was like, why don't you type your C's? And then he didn't comment back, so I commented, and I was like, I don't know, because he's definitely not blood. That nigga.
And he's sensitive. He told his bitch to stop calling herself Crash.
Because he's a bitch. What? First off, I told my girl right now, I was like, honest to God, he lucky I'm taking because I would have taken his bitch just for fun. Don't even like the bitch, I just would have taken her for fun. Hold on. Oh, got it. Yo. What's up? Nah, I don't. I have to re-up because Babo dumbass started this dude 20 and he hasn't paid me back. That's what I thought too. But Babo funny.
We will be back. He's handling a little business. And everything don't need to go on tape. Huh? Really? Oh.
As long as ain't nobody commit no crime.
But I can't get back there. I only get to the door.
Ain't nobody commit no crimes, I guess so. Shit. But some people commit crimes on each other, don't see it.
But we ain't trying to do that.
No, but if somebody need their ass whooped, I would definitely record it and send it to World Star. I mean, the fact. And I beat his ass in my T-bro.
Huh?
I beat his ass in my T-bro.
Who? Danny?
Yeah. I ain't scared. I ain't fight since 1989.
Yeah, that's a little bitch. You ain't gonna say shit right in their face. They be smiling. Patting you on the back. Saying all nice, luscious things.
Oh, clown ass nigga. And the nigga gonna take my DVD, please. What's happening?
Nothing. I'm just mad as fuck because Babo, without my permission, fronted someone $20 for the weed. Now I'm $20 short for re-up. So I can't re-up until somebody gives me $20. Or until tomorrow.
But if you do that,
But I don't fucking know. But I told him that if I don't get paid back, because they were supposed to pay me back yesterday afternoon when they were out of work, and they had a problem because they said that my dub looked like a dime, and I was like, I don't really care. You can either bring the bags back or, you know, smoke them and give me 20. It's not really, you know. And now I don't have $20, and I'm also missing a dub, and either Baber's gonna pay me 20, or I'm gonna rob this nigga that didn't pay me back my 20. Honestly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Positively.
Allegedly.
Allegedly positively.
Allegedly.
I don't like paying money. Especially because I can only re-up on a quarter, so it's not even, like, now I definitely won't have enough to re-up on a half if I don't get that 20.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Thank you.
We're talking about vegetables.
Yeah, vegetable.
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Don't think like I got all the vegetables in the bag.
I'm so tight, bro. I want to get smoked so bad.
You out?
I'm all out. They just called to get something. I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. I got shit. My last dub went to, my last dime went to the white guy in the soda car. And before that, the dub, this dumbass nigga in front of this nigga that, if I had known, because this dude that cops off of me, this one dude I front every single day. And
Allegedly.
No. Okay.
Allegedly. He always, every single day, will come back for another front and pay me back for the first one. He always pays me. So if I thought when Babel came that that's who he was talking about, and that's why I was like, yeah.
Use other people's names that are not those people.
That's not his real name.
Oh.
Who the fuck
Allegedly.
would name their kid Babel? Come on now. But,
A few.
no, that's not his real name.
Allegedly.
He knocked on the door at like 7 in the morning. I just woke it up. He was like, yo, this nigga needs a front. Thought he was talking about the other dude. So I was like, oh yeah, bet, here you go. No one ever told me he was talking about someone new.
Allegedly.
No one. So now I don't know who the hell has my weed or my money.
Allegedly. Broccoli.
Broccoli or my money. But what I do know is that I got $10 in my wallet instead of 70 like I should.
Allegedly.
10. I should have 20, but I
No.
spent 10 on a vape. I spent 10 on this. So the only thing I should be I should have at least $60. At least. I have $10. Joel's gonna come. Joel, that's not his real name either. He's gonna come pay me the 30 today. So then I'll have $40.
And I'm being 30 and Freddy.
Yeah, I get to you. All names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Right.
But even with that 30, I'll still only have 40. Which isn't even enough to re-up on a quarter.
Oh yeah, but my broccoli is delivered this week.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to like, I just don't like not being able to move stuff because I feel like I have a purpose when I'm doing shit.
But I'm giving you broccoli.
No, I know. And your shipment from Ups.
Yeah, but UPS shipment. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Universal penal system.
Do you remember when UPS used to drive around with the money in their pocket?
Yeah.
Yo, you know how many of them my aunt robbed?
Allegedly.
She went to jail like she went to jail for it. It's true. She went to jail literally like 5 times for robbing UPS niggas. I kid you not. My other aunt, she works for UPS. She's not my aunt, but I met her in jail and we got like really close.
Yeah.
She works for UPS and I was talking about it. I was like, you work for UPS? She was like, yeah. I was like, you remember when all them niggas in Bridgeport was getting robbed? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that was my family.
Hold up. Before you go into that, explain how the family jails work. Because I see the documentary in the female prisons where you got aunts, cousins.
Oh, I don't know. I never got into all that. I was never like
But you heard of it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only ever made a relationship. Sometimes not even this. I sometimes would make a relationship with my bunkie because you have to live with them. There was only one bunkie that I fucking loved. Like the first day we met, and it was the very last time I was in jail. I had a bunkie because in case y'all don't notice, I go to the female prison because I still have a vagina. But.
This is not the TS talk show, but it can be. All right.
But
We might as well. How long have we been running?
She was my cellmate the last time I was in prison, and me and her clicked on the first day, and it was like she acted more like a nigga. I think that's why we clicked so much. And me, I fucking loved her. I miss her to this day. She's probably in jail for the next like at least 2 more years. But
Damn.
I love her. She's an ex. She used to be a heroin addict. She did, and she's doing a lot better now that she can't do heroin.
That's good.
Yeah, she's such good people. Like literally the first day I got there, she was like, "Oh, order whatever you want off my commissary. I'll get it for you." And she didn't know at the time that I had my own, so I was like, "No, I'm okay. I got my own because my baby mother puts it on my books." And we used to like literally we acted like a couple, but we really were just mad close friends.
Yeah.
But like the way, because we would go like we called it grocery shopping. We would both fill out our commissary forms because I got like real food and she got the sweet food.
Yeah.
And we just shared it all, and like we would cook. Like that was like probably my favorite bunkie. I had another one which was before my baby mother was my baby mother, so I didn't get commissary really unless it was from someone else. And I had a bunkie named Antoinette. She was from Hartford actually. Do you know anybody by her name? She got an eye that go this way and is blind. You know her?
Yes.
She took care of me like I was her kid, yo. I forgot what her Stevenson or something.
Yeah.
You know her?
Yes, I do.
Stop. Do you know how to get a hold of her? Because I love her.
Nah, I ain't been out in the hood
Yo.
for
And
12 years.
Doesn't she have like a twin or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's her. That was my cellmate when I was in jail the second or third time. I'm really not. Third time. Yeah, third time. Get jumbled up. Sorry.
Okay. You've mentioned that you're still you are a boy, but you have your thingies.
Yes, since I'm still physically
Yeah.
a female, I still have to go to the female prison. Otherwise, well.
So,
yeah.
well, no, I didn't ask my question.
Well,
So-
actually, I can't say that because there was a dude that was like still physically a dude, but he was in the female's prison. But she eventually got sent to SAG because she was letting the girls jack her off under the table and shit. So yeah, that's the only time I've ever.
that would be kind of awesome on the low, though, wouldn't it?
I don't know about them jail bitches. I guess it depends on who was doing it because some of them be looking.
Did you ever make one of those newspaper dildos that they be talking about?
No, but I know what you're talking about. That's not with a newspaper. They do it with like they take a glove
Yeah.
and they put some amount of tampons together in a circle,
Yeah.
and then they take the rubber band part of the glove and tie it together like that, and they put the glove over it. But no, I don't use anything like that, anyways. Like even like I wouldn't even use a real.
Catch it.
dildo. Woo! I wouldn't even use a real dildo, let alone a jail. I don't make a fifi.
What's that?
The pocket thingy.
Pocket pussy.
Yeah, I don't make those.
How you do that?
You take a towel, you put the finger of the glove inside of it, and you wrap it around the towel. You wrap it in the towel mad tight. No cap. I'm not even jazzing. Like, you take the glove, and you put that part around, like, you tie it, like, tight as fuck around the thing, and then the part that stretches, you take around, and you go like that. I taught them how to make them when I was at rehab with all the boys. I was like, y'all don't know how to make these shits, you poor things. Looking at these staff like that. They ugly as fuck. Cause I was like, I know they're not getting them, because they be looking at these ugly ass staff like they fine. I remember one time in rehab, this kid had beef with me, and it was this kid Victor, because he thought that I snitched on him for something, but it was this, I think it was the other kid named Victor that did it. Me and Nick were talking about this the other day, and I was at the staff desk, and he goes by me, and he goes boom with his shoulder, and I was like, oh hell no. So he's walking away, and I grabbed his arm and swung him, and I said, bah! And Amanda was like, Blake, what the fuck? And she got on me right away. Because they knew, I don't know why I was so bad back then. I think it was because, honest, no cap, I think I was worse when, like, with my anger issues before I was on testosterone. I think I was a lot worse because, like, literally, I remember the same kid that I just talked about when me and him were friends again. He had to stop me because this kid Troy called me a girl and called me Rachel. And I was still a cutter back then, so I always had a razor blade in my pocket. And I ran after him because I was about to go slit his throat. And Victor had to tackle me down to the floor because I was really going to slit his throat. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I'm going to slit that nigga's throat. And I ran out the room. And Victor said, oh, nah. Dude, that was such a bad time in my life. I'm telling you, like, I've calmed down so much more since I've been on testosterone. Like, it actually really did level me out. Because my issue was that now you see me vent about shit and talk shit. My issue back then is that I would actually do that shit. Like, if I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga, I would actually go do it.
Allegedly, thank you.
That was like my biggest issue. But now, like, I don't know how, because testosterone is supposed to make you more mad, but it evens me out. Like, it levels me out to where I'm like, hey, I could do this,
Technically,
or I could sit back and think about it.
It's more lean towards the steroids and things, and maybe because you needed it, so that made you somewhat happier. So I guess that's why it equaled it.
I also stopped cutting really when I was on testosterone. I broke my streak. We're not gonna lie about that. I did break my streak of 2 years, but for once I steadily got on testosterone, I had to cut it off. I probably about a couple months ago did because I was really depressed, but I could at least say that it didn't help me like it used to, so I haven't done it since again. Because I thought like, oh, maybe this will help, and it just doesn't do nothing for me anymore except for sting a little. Yeah, I did these little ass shits.
When?
Probably when I was still at Chrissy's house, because I did it in her bathroom.
When?
I don't know. I don't even remember what was going on. I think there was a lot more than one thing going on in my head. I'm pretty sure.
Did it bleed a lot?
Huh?
Did it
Oh my
bleed?
god, yes. They were like, she said they were deep, but my version of deep and hers are two different, because I used to like cut.
Dig chunks and shit.
Yeah, like look at my scars, they're all keloid. Because of how deep they were. Like, my cuts used to be questionable stitches, all of them. I remember one time I was in IOL, and you know how they have the little gray radios? I took the antenna off and bit it flat and just in the same place over and over again trying to get a vein. That was, hold on. That was this one right here. That I did that scar.
How do you feel after? Do you feel sad or something?
I used to, no cap, I used to feel good after I cut. Like, I would be sad as fuck, and then I would cut, and I'd be in a perfect mood. I'd be fine. It'd be like euphoria almost. Like, I would be like, oh, nothing's gonna help until I cut. Like, I used to try to not do it, and I would be like, listen, this mood ain't gonna change till you cut, and I would cut, and then I'd be fine.
Well, see, what I used to do, I used to burn myself. Like, take cigars and put it out. Because I like the bubbles that you get afterwards. I'm weird.
Right.
But, and then, well, see, what happened, it started when I did a video about it earlier, like, the previous year. Like, when I was on drugs really bad because mom had left to North Carolina, so I was by myself. And, you know, like, when you do certain drugs, you get numb.
Right.
So I didn't feel it. So I was like,
Right.
yeah. And you can still see some of them. See? But, yeah, making a video about it helped me. I still think about it sometimes.
Right.
But as you can tell, I'm into knives, you know.
It's something like, it still crosses my mind almost every single time I get depressed or get upset about something. The first thing I'm like is, cut. But
now you at least talk to me about it.
I think it's just taking that extra time to sit back and think about it. Like, I completely regret doing this, mostly because I was upset. Like, I was mainly upset because I was like, bro, it was 2 years, and that was the longest I ever went without cutting since I started cutting. And I started cutting probably when I was like 9 or 10 maybe. So like, I was pissed at myself, but I was like, just don't do it. Like don't. Yeah, it made me more depressed that I cut than I was before I cut. Because I was like, damn, like you had two, like I literally had just, and then it made me depressed again because you know how in Snapchat you save the memories?
Yeah.
I used to, the last time
You take pictures of them and save it?
No, I only took pictures of this one because I had planned for it to be the last time that I cut, so I wanted to remember the date.
That's a good
I was
idea.
like, this is the last time I want to cut. It was the summer of 2018. And I was like, this is the last time I want to cut. I'm going to take a picture of it. So I remember after I cut, I was still depressed. So I was like, this ain't helping me. I want to stop. So I took a picture of it, and I was like, this is the last time I'm going to cut.
I've heard some people, they rub their scars, you know, after, like, years,
Mhm.
you know, to remind them and like battle scars,
Yeah.
and it also smooths out the skin. But
No,
the,
there ain't
the,
no
the,
help for this.
I mean, it depends on how deep you go though.
I can't even tell which ones are stretch marks and which ones are cuts. I know that all this, not all of it, but this one, this one, this one, that one, and that one, and that one, that one was all cuts. That one hit a vein. I remember that. I had to go to the hospital for that.
You did?
Uh-huh. The one, if you look really closely under the shark, that hit a vein too, the cut right there. That's why I got the shark here.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get the shark right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I had 2 scars right on my, like if you feel the vein right here, I have 2, you see them right there?
Yep.
The 2 scars right there, because those hit the vein too. That's a scar from the tattoo because he was too heavy-handed. I used to have a scar under this rose. There's a scar and it's a nasty one. You can't really see it at all. It's a
Especially
nasty
with the camera quality.
It's a nasty one, and everybody thought it was like a nice ass, like a cool ass story.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Yo, how'd you get that scar?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was baking cookies and I reached in the oven to get them out, and my arm touched the top of the oven."
That's not true?
No, that's really what happened.
Oh.
Everybody thought it would be an exciting ass story, and it was really just because I was baking cookies. Because it was an ugly scar. It was like, I think like a 3rd-degree burn. It was caca.
Have you ever tried to slit your wrist before?
Oh yeah.
Did it work?
Mhm. That one right there did.
I've tried, but I can't do it.
That one right there worked like a motherfucker. These ones not so much.
You have to go to the hospital for those?
This one I had to go to the hospital for. That one the vein had to get stitched up. Because I had wanted to make sure I died, so I cut it this way first,
Yeah.
and I cut it this way, like across.
Yeah.
And it was really hard for them, and I did almost die.
So they couldn't keep it. Stop bleeding.
It was hard because what do you have to do with a vein when it cuts is you got to sew it back together. And it was really hard for them to do that because it was cut this way and this way. It's really hard for them to do it in time when it's cut this way already. But when it's cut both ways, it's like I should have died, honestly. Not saying that I like wanted to die, like at the time I did. But like I don't know what it is with me and why I survive things, but a normal person would have been dead with the shit I went through. Like that motorcycle accident, everybody was shook. No, I definitely should not. I was 13 years old and that shit was going 64 miles an hour when it hit me. I should not have walked out the hospital.
Do you have $1 I can hold? You got $1 I can
I
hold?
even got $1.
Damn.
Oh wait, no, I got 10 or 9, I think. So yeah, I forgot I do have $10 about something like that. I wish this nigga would. I don't know. Yo, I literally texted this kid and I was like, bro, did that nigga hit you
Allegedly.
back up around the 20? Yeah, I was like, did that nigga hit you back up about the 20? And he was like, oh, I'm with my girl. I can give you the number for one. I was like, nigga, no, you gave him the front, so you need to make this right.
Broccoli.
Like, come on now. Does that make sense? If I didn't front him, don't you think that he should be the one getting the money?
Yeah, but maybe he's not assertive. You know what I mean? Like maybe he.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Don't front people if you're not willing to go get it back when they don't pay me. Because at the end of the day, I can't. Oh my god, I'm so mad. Because if I had known that he wasn't talking about that other nigga, I would not have done it.
But you know, I mean, I can't get the paper.
Oh. So you're saying that your friendship with this nigga is over for life?
Did it?
Yeah.
My friendship with him been over. My friendship with him been over since the first time he said something about me being trans. First time. I had to be cordial with him because I lived with him. I'm not gonna sit there and argue all day with someone that I have to live with.
I see a little artwork here.
Thank you. That's my baby. She's in there listening to some stupid ass country music.
You know, music is good.
I hate country music. Hate it. It took me so long to figure out why I can't stand country music. I really just thought because it was shitty music, but it's because my dad liked it. And I think
But it's not really shitty though, right?
I don't like it personally, but I think
No, I mean, yeah.
I think that my pure hatred for country music comes because that's what my dad liked.
So tell us about your baby mother. I know people are wondering how can you say one thing and then have a baby mother. I know, but you guys don't know.
Because like he's not biologically my son, but We got together when she was very early pregnant with him, and she didn't tell me until she was a little bit later pregnant with him, and I was like, well, shit, I'm already here. And then I just raised him like he was my own. We call him like that's my son. I'm his dad. He calls me dad. We still, even though we broke up, we still co-parent. Even though she's in another state, we still co-parent. So
Have you talked to him lately? You got your phone. You
probably
should.
a little bit last week. I talked to him.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I talk to him as often as I can. I try to send money when I can.
What state?
Florida. She moved there probably 6 months ago. Not even. No, probably like 4 months ago.
Does she send you pictures and stuff?
Not really.
Why, you don't ask her to?
No, of him, yeah. I thought.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
what the fuck? Where's your mind?
Nothing. Yeah, no, he, of course he sends me pictures. I have, shit. The most recent picture, he got so big. It's crazy. And his teeth are all grown in. The last
How
time I
old is
saw
he
him.
now?
He's gonna be 3 soon.
Wow.
Yeah. Not soon, but it feels like it's soon. March 12th.
Too soon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a Pisces. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he too? We.
You're
No,
Pisces too?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, could
At
you?
the end of the month.
Danny's dumbass of Pisces.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one you. Yeah, okay. Now I remember.
That's the Pisces more towards February. February Pisces. Is his are February Pisces different than March Pisces? Because I know that March Aries are way different than April Aries.
Well, from my experience, yes. Because my younger brother, who's older than you, I have a lot of y'all. My younger brother is around her birthday, and they're the same. They don't like to argue. They be quiet and stuff like that. But then you got the ones like this bitch ass, faggot ass nigga.
Who like to talk shit with their
Yeah,
face.
running mouth, kind of like a Scorpio in a sense.
Stop, because I did one of those, and you dead ass right. My ex before, not my ex before her, the ex before that one, the one that I was in a relationship for like 2 years with.
This nigga got XXXXX
Yeah.
extra large.
She was a Scorpio, and when I tell you, she talked so big, but at the end of the day, she blocked the person.
How are you with fucking Virgos?
I love Virgos. I've never been in a relationship with a Virgo, but any friend that I've had that was a Virgo was like a good person. I've never met a bad Virgo in my life.
My baby mother is a Virgo and she's a horrible person.
Well, I've only met that I know of. I'm sure
Yeah.
I've met girl Virgos, but I'm talking about guy Virgos.
Oh yeah, they're different though.
I like girl Sagittarius.
I don't like
I
good.
don't like guy Sagittarius. I like girl Sagittarius, but like the reason why I don't like I got along with guy Sagittarius, but the only one that I know of is my sister's baby father, and he's a piece of shit now, so I don't like him anymore. I do not like Scorpios because of my ex, and she showed me what type of people Scorpios are, so I know they don't really like them.
Okay, we have to do the outro. We'll be coming back here. We're coming back with another episode later today. And so it's your favorite Monday through Friday, Charlotte.
And Friday to Monday, Crash.
Oh well.
Wow.
Oh, yes, bitch. Bye.
You like that outro?